I went to a gun show. Not because I'm into the shit or anything. I was in Florida, and I figured I'd learn about their culture. I went, and I'm sorry to all my liberal friends in the room. They were very nice to me. The moment I walked in, this woman, she handed me a free pocket constitution. And I was surprised she could read. And she pulled me to the side like she was telling me a secret, and she was like, did you know, they don't even teach kids about the Second Amendment in schools anymore. And I was like, don't you think they're getting enough hands-on experience? Which, listen, that's not what I said. Because I was scared to be there. I was scared some crazy motherfucker was going to show up to the gun show just like shooting up the place. But then I was like, wait a second, no one would be stupid enough to even try that because everyone here has a gun. Maybe there'd be no more mass shootings if everyone had a... I have to get the fuck out of Florida right now. What did I just say? I was a Bernie Sanders fan. And my dad, you say womp womp? Oh, you fucked with a Bernie, bro. Get ready, motherfucker. I'm gonna destroy you on Twitter tonight. Mark my words. Who are you a fan of? You look like you're just a fan of axes, if I'm being honest with you. Axes and fire hoses and a fire truck. What do you do for work?
Work for a nonprofit.
What? Okay. Give me some fucking details. What am I supposed to do with that shit? What is the nonprofit?
So I'm the Indiana State Representative for the National Rifle Association.
I'm going to perform the rest of my show kind of lower down here between these two people. Listen. I will be honest with you because I don't want to lie about it. I don't actually know like anything about guns. I could not tell you the difference. I couldn't tell you the difference between an AR-15 or an M16 or an AK-47 because that's your LGBTQIA+. You know. Good for you, but keep it away from children, please.
Ask his friend what he does.
What is it gonna be? Like, I work for ExxonMobil, motherfucker. It's worse? What do you do for work?
An Indiana state legislator.
Okay. I don't know enough about politics to give a shit about that. I mean, I don't know if Indianapolis is changing the national conversation at all. Just to be clear, I am, to get all my views on the table, I'm a trans ally, of course. Not applause from everybody, I'll tell you that right now. There's a guy. He's kind of a friend of mine. He just moved to New York City from Oklahoma. He's in an acting class with me that I take sometimes. And he's one of these guys, he complains. He's like, oh, trans people want too much. Trans people are too sensitive. Trans people want too much. And it's frustrating because he's in this acting class. And I'm pretty sure the only trans person he really knows is this one trans woman in our acting class. And she's a bitch. And I'm trying to explain to him, you're not anti-trans rights, you're anti-Daphne's rights. And that is a cause the whole country could get behind. Because whether you're cis or straight, cis or trans, gay or straight, Republican, Democrat, Daphne's a cunt, all right? We're all going blue after this, I feel it. I've swayed the whole room. We're gonna... Oh my God. No, I don't think it's comedy's job to convince people of anything. I think it's just our job to show you that you're full of shit. That's all I can do. I can just point to where the shit is, and it's up to you to take care of it if you want to or not. Why the fuck are you at this show? I don't even understand. Like, did you do any research on me at all? It doesn't make any sense. I have Indianapolis's whole government here at this table. You know, don't worry about trans people. Worry about fixing your fucking mall. That's the worst mall I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, dear Christ almighty, I went to get a smoothie. They said we're out of fruit. Then close the fucking store! They should film zombie movies at this mall. It is the worst mall I've ever seen in my... What is going on, governor or senator or whatever the fuck you are? What is going on with the mall? Where's the fruit? I just want a smoothie. Why does the Starbucks close at 3 p.m.? That's insane. I need coffee after 3 p.m. This is a very tiring job. You guys are good sports? What's your name?
Josh.
Okay. I can be a good sport, Josh. Let's shake your hand, Josh. Thank you for being a... You know, I gotta tell you, this is the thing. I'm so glad COVID is over. I'm so sick of washing my hands every time I shit. It is... That trigger finger is gonna be a little smelly.
This is my first time doing stand-up comedy in Germany. I did have a German bartender once. And somehow it came up I was Jewish, because I brought it up. And immediately he was like, oh, I am so sorry for the Holocaust. Which, how do you respond to that as a Jew? No worries. Don't let it happen again. I didn't know, so I just said, could I get a free beer? And he was like, I would, but my boss would get mad. I was like, I get it, you're just following orders. Oh yeah, that's right, Germany. I've been talking about you guys for a long time in America, and it's time to say it to your face. I do follow the news here to a degree, especially during COVID. You guys were much stricter about COVID than us. And I'm not going to talk about COVID. I'm so sick of washing my hands every time I shit. But you took COVID very seriously here. I remember seeing Angela Merkel on the news. It was translated, but it said it was during the holidays, and she told you guys, like, stay at home, don't kill your grandparents. I just wish you would have felt the same way about my grandparents. I'll space out the Nazi jokes as best I can. But I got a lot of them, I gotta tell you. I got a lot of them. But they're not all about Germany. I mean, you've read, you know, the Nazis are back in America. I think it's a great chance for you guys to rebrand. When people complain about the Nazis, you can be like, yeah, those fucking Americans, I hear you. It is nice to be here. It was nice to get a vacation from school shootings. God. There's so many school shootings in America, you probably know every state by now. And they taught me geography in middle school, but it's easier learning at gunpoint. What are the gun laws like here? Strict. Good. As a person on stage with lights on them, I'm very pro gun control. You live here? Born here?
No.
Where?
Milan.
Milan? Italiano. What made you come here? I felt like he was trying to speak to me through like our mother tongue or something. I said, why did you move here? He said, Italiano. And I'd be like, oh, see you then. I have this super Italian name, Gianmarco Soresi, and every time Italians hear my name, they think I speak fluent Italian. They come up, they're like, buongiorno, come va? And I have to be like, oh, no, I don't speak to Italians. They that joke did not do well in Milan, I'll tell you that. Performing here feels like a victory in and of itself. I bet Hitler would kill himself again if he knew you imported a Jew for a speech. I like German audiences because for some of you it sounds like this is the first time you've ever laughed in your entire life. I hear you discovering laughter as it's happening. You're like, oh, 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 read the book. Exactly. You have a great laugh. Are you German?
Yes.
Yes. How's it feel? Joy.
Having a lot of me, like it's the most random things that I just burst into these laugh thoughts.
Do you see how she doesn't even know how to talk about it? It's crazy. You say a setup and then a punchline and I go, air, it comes out of my mouth. You know, we only had one show here. I had no idea how to do it. Fucking, this place is packed. I feel really excited. You guys are good. You're good fans. Obviously, there's weird people. I had a show in New York once where a woman who's coming to the show. The show is at 7:30 p.m. or for you guys, 19:30. And and this woman, I didn't know her, but she wrote me on Facebook at 1 p.m. She was like, she said, I have tickets and I'm in line for the show. And not to poo-poo myself, you don't need to show up at 1 p.m. for any of my comedy shows. And it made me feel embarrassed. That's like if you're about to have sex with someone and they started like doing yoga just to get ready for it, and you're like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a lot of corpse pose. You really don't have to be doing all this. And I was getting bad vibes, and sure enough, this whole show, this woman, she was in the front row. She like kept falling out of her chair and slapping the stage, and she knew some of the jokes from social media. And she started shouting out the punchlines, and so I very as politely as I could, I kind of like said, oh, she needs some water, and they escorted her out, and it seemed like it was okay. But then I went back on Facebook after the show, and she had written me. She said, fuck you. You broke my heart. She said, I hope Hitler comes back so he can put you in a concentration camp so you can write some new material. And I was like, you have a deep misunderstanding of what concentration camps are. This wasn't like an artist retreat situation. That wasn't Hitler's big gripe with the Jews, like, it's the same jokes over and over and over again! Good, I wanted to tell that one in Germany, it just felt fitting. You got sisters? Hell yeah. Younger, older?
One older, one younger.
Oh, fuck. Which one was more of a terror on your life? Older. Yeah. What'd she do to you?
A lot. It's all manipulation.
All manipulation?
Yeah.
To get you to do what?
Yeah. Anything to get me in trouble. Yeah.
So she'd do something fucked up and then put the blame on you?
Or just convince me to do the fucked up thing. And tell everybody about it.
What, brother, what kind of fucked up thing?
Petty theft.
Petty theft? How petty are we talking? What did she make you steal?
No.
I have a feeling it was a bigger crime than he's letting on. He's like, I know you comedians, you film every single one of these shows. I'm not going to jail for this shit. What did you say to me? Say it again, say it louder.
Skinny Hugh Jackman.
Okay, why does everyone always have to add an adjective before the Hugh Jackman? It never
just Hugh Jackman. It's like Jewy Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman if he got hit by an oar. Hugh Jackman if he was playing Leonard Bernstein.
Do we have theater kids here? Yeah? What was the last show you did?
Singing in the Rain?
Did you do the tap dancing and stuff?
Oh no. It was just...
You did Singing in the Rain without the tap dancing? That's a pretty bad musical.
Yeah, it was a 1-week summer camp for 12-year-olds.
You were 12? That was your last show? Oh, wow.
Yeah, then I started working.
Then Dad made me go to the mines. No daughter of mine is gonna be singing in the rain. She's gonna be digging in the dark. Do you still have it in you? Do you have that theater thing?
Oh, now I'm nervous, but yeah.
Believe, I'm not gonna give you my stage. Don't worry, I was gonna go, do you wanna do the rest? No, I'm a theater kid too. Except I didn't quit when I was 12. Do you both know who I am?
No.
No? Why would you take this risk? Do you see a lot of comedy?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah? Who do you like?
I just saw Santino this weekend in Austin.
Okay.
And then I like Joe Rogan, of course.
Sure. We have a real similar fan base, me and Joe Rogan. It's a real circle overlapping together. I think there's a little crossover. We'll see if I can get you. My girlfriend and I, Joe Rogan says some stuff that I get nervous about, some science stuff that I don't know is really scientific. My girlfriend and I were talking about how problematic Joe Rogan could be. And then as a joke, my girlfriend and I were about to have sex. And she said, that wasn't the joke part. That wasn't that. Like as a joke, before having sex, my girlfriend was like, Alexa, play the Joe Rogan Experience. And the Alexa was like, resuming the Joe Rogan Experience. And I was like, you snitching bitch! We got couples here tonight? Oh, you? How long?
Just over 2 years.
What do you fight about?
I hate to say this, but he's...
Really? Because you sound like you love to say it, if I'm being honest with you. I hate to say this. Can I have the microphone, please? What?
Well, you know, you're right, because it's going to sound like I'm bragging, because I guess I am. He's very secure, I realized, and I'm not.
That took a very interesting turn. Because I thought this was going to be funny, and now I just feel bad about myself. That's like when you go to a job interview and they're like, what are your flaws? I'm too secure. What are you insecure about?
Ooh, what am I not insecure about?
I hear you, sister.
Well, that's why it's so infuriating talking to him, because I'm like, that's what it's like to have a brain that isn't as messed up as this one. Aww.
Listen, I think a couple more years you'll fuck them up real good. Don't you worry. How did you two meet?
We went to the same elementary school.
Oh my God! Have you only fucked each other? Yes? Oh my God! You could both be terrible and have no fucking idea. You know, it's supposed to last longer than a minute. That's really what you do. There was someone I had sex with freshman year of college, and then I remember like 10 years later, we ran into each other in New York City, and we ended up having sex again. And I remember I was so stressed right before, I was like, oh my God, I hope she has a terrible memory, because nothing's changed. It's the same 3 positions followed by the same apology. When you're hooking up, I felt like one of those olden DJs. I was like, let me take you back to the early 2000s by spelling the alphabet in your pussy. Are you guys married, dating? Nothing? What are you?
Mother, son.
Mother, son. You know what? That's the only relationship that lasts forever. Where's Dad?
He's at home.
He's at home. In Texas? You came here for this?
No.
Oh.
The air show.
Yes.
An air show?
Yeah.
What's the air show?
The Blue Angels and the military planes.
Yeah. You flew to see other people fly. You could have just been on your plane and be like, holy shit, we're actually in the fucking thing. What's the most annoying thing she does?
Just always checking in.
Always checking
constantly.
in?
Yeah.
He almost died once, so I'm a little sensitive.
How did he almost die?
He dove in a pool,
He dove in a pool.
broke his neck.
So your mom's always like, make sure it's the deep end this time, sweetheart. Who's this snorter over here? Is that you? No, it's fantastic. I love it. I love it. That's like, oh my God. I mean, it's incredible. I don't know. Snorting is like the squirting of laughing. You don't want it all the time, but you feel kind of special when you get it done. Thank God for you. You're going to keep this show going. Have you always laughed this way? Or? Yeah? Oh, so I'm not special or anything. You're like... I'm going to start singing Old MacDonald at the right time. It's going to be amazing. On that farm there was a pig with a... What do you do?
I work in marketing.
What do you market?
I work at Zillow.
You work at Zillow? That's... These women, they're like, I'm such a fan of your work. That's basically, you look at houses for sale, and do you like go on Zillow?
Yeah, before you go to bed.
Before you go to bed? Before you go to bed in your shitty apartment with 8 roommates, you're like, oh God. Dude, but doesn't it feel like torture? It does. Do you look at them and you're like, maybe someday, or are you just like...
Yeah, I try to look like in my area or in San Francisco, and then I'm like, it's never gonna happen.
You're breaking her heart. Can you give her a discount code or something? Throw her a bone.
Yeah, I rent too.
You rent too?
Yeah.
Well, why the fuck do you work for Zillow? You don't know what you're talking about. You're like a vegan making sausages. It doesn't make any sense.
Trying to help people understand like what they can afford and
Oh, that doesn't sound condescending as fuck. You're gonna install blockers. She's trying to fall asleep at night. She's looking up houses and goes, babe, you can't afford this. Are you seeing anyone? Are you single?
I'm married.
Where's the partner?
He's in Seattle. He's in a job.
What does he do for work? He has to go to Seattle.
He's a dancer. Not that kind of dancer.
Not that kind of dancer. What kind? I didn't even do anything yet. I just got out of the chair and you're like, not like that. Oh, what kind of dance does he do?
Chicago footwork, hip hop. What?
Yeah, okay. Don't worry, I agree. What was the first kind of dance?
It's like a native Chicago dance, Chicago footwork.
Chicago footwork? That's not a real dance form. What's Chicago footwork? Is that where you're trying to like avoid all the bullets? Chicago. I'm very happy to be here in Amsterdam. I have a cool Airbnb. It's in an attic hidden behind a bookcase. Are you German or Dutch?
I'm Dutch, but I lived in Germany for a year.
Okay. What were you doing there?
Studying and working as a barista.
As a barista? You were studying and working as a barista, or studying for something else?
I studied and then I worked as a barista because...
Oh, so the studies didn't go well, I guess? Well,
I finished it, but the scene was so much fun.
okay, I see. What did you study? What do you do?
Communication multimedia design.
Okay.
It's a mouthful, but I'm a graphic designer and UX designer.
What's a UX?
UX, it's user experience.
Okay. Good, I believe you. Like, it's a real job. It's graphic design, UX, QPR, 95 designer. It's a real thing, I swear to God. I make a great chai latte too. I'm sure you did. That's a nice answer. What were you saying?
I'm still hear the bookcase joke though, because you stopped at that one. And I'm very curious. I think most of the people that went, they weren't Dutch, so.
Oh, you don't think they understood it?
No.
You want me to go back to the joke? You want me to? I've never had someone say, tell that one again. You want me to go like deeper into? Like that was the joke. I don't know if I could try. Sure, let me riff on Anne Frank real quick. See how that goes. That's a fun topic to just off the top of my head. I don't know, if Anne Frank had TikTok, there'd be no diary. I mean, the Nazis would have caught her because she forgot to turn off her location. You see, it didn't go well. You see what I meant? 35 is the age where, like, a lot of my friends, now they stop drinking, they stop smoking. Shut the fuck up back there. What the fuck is going on? Who are you here with? Yeah, I can see that. How do you know them?
These are my high school friends. This is my boyfriend. This is my...
That's enough. Are you in school now?
I'm doing my master's.
What are you studying? Your master's in?
Population health management.
Population health management. Okay. Well, I'm gonna decrease the population here by 4 if you don't shut the fuck up for the rest of the show. Well, I started in Milan for my Europe tour, then I went to England, then I was in Berlin yesterday. Doing crowd work with Germans is tough. You'll be like, oh, what do you do for work? And they're like, why? You, what's her name? Yeah.
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
You live here?
I live here, but I'm from the States.
You're from the States? Yeah. What do you come here for?
School.
What are you studying?
Public administration.
And in America, you're like, it just sucks there?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Have you learned another language yet?
I spoke German before, but I haven't learned Dutch.
Okay. Are you going to work on it, or are you like, nah, I don't give a fuck?
I'm only here for like a year and a half.
Okay, cool. So fuck everyone here. You're going to leave?
Yeah, I have family in Norway, so I'm going to try and live there.
Oh my God, you're an international man. Where'd you grow up in America?
In Maine.
In Maine, yeah, I see why you left. I mean, if I lived in Maine, I'd go to North Korea even. Was there any big culture shock, anything like very different here that you were surprised by?
Dutch people are more honest than people from New England.
Like, I mean, no one's told you have to shave that beard, but... I'm just kidding. Like, well, but tell me, like, in what way? Like little things? Like get the fuck out of my way? Or like what?
No, I mean, like, if you ask someone's opinion, they're going to give you their honest opinion.
And you're like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? When I asked for your opinion, I just wanted you to make me feel better.
But we like to hide stuff in the States and then, like, and give it to you softly, but Dutch people are going to be like, no, that's ugly.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Now you see what I mean?
Yeah. Well, is this shirt okay? They didn't say anything, you're right! Oh my God! I came to Amsterdam when I was 21 for 2 things. Pops and a happy ending massage. I was too scared to go to full-on sex worker because I'm very scared of STDs. I'll even tell you, a couple years ago, I found a bump down there, very, very small bump, but I freaked out. I went to my dermatologist. She was like, "That's your penis." And I found some kind of massage parlor of sorts, and I knew it was like a happy ending massage parlor because instead of a massage table, it was just a mattress on the floor and a mirror on the ceiling. And I paid 75 euros, and basically she told me to strip down. I did. She gave me a pretty good massage. I got to be honest. I mean, a happy ending massage. I mean, 99% of it is the same as a regular massage. But then at the very end, she put her hands underneath me, flipped me onto my back, and said 100 euros. And I was like, total? And she said, no, on top of the 75. So I tried to flip back around. But I was already erect, so it was like a door stopper kind of. And I said, fine, give me a 175-euro hand job. And they don't start right away. First she had to put on a glove, but it was like a special kind of glove that went like all the way to her elbow. Just to show how little she wanted to be doing this. It'd be like if before sex, instead of putting on a condom, someone put on like condom pants. And then she got the lube, and it wasn't like a cute lube, it was like industrial size. She had to like fucking shake it. And then she just like, and I immediately went soft. I don't know if any of you were hard earlier, but soft now. And so she said boobs. And I said, okay. And at this point, I should make clear that she, being generous, she was at least in her early thousands. And so she just took off her shirt and started going like this over me. I guess, kind of like. And she was like, you can touch. I was like, I'm more of a watcher. And then by the end, I realized why the mattress on the floor, because I almost came on the ceiling. I mean, you didn't need gloves, you need a fucking umbrella. And then she looked at me, she was like, oh, do you want a towel? I was like, oh, yes, please. And she said, that'll be 1,000 euros. And then I went to the Anne Frank Museum. See, we came back to it. I thought for a second, it's a college show, I always get nervous, I say, what am I allowed to talk about? Are there going to be rules? And then I saw that the South Park guys go here, so I said, well, fuck any kind of rules. Because if I'm fucked up, it's because of those guys growing up. So they can't get mad at me as far as I'm concerned. Who had divorced parents? Let me see where you are. Yeah? How old were you when your parents got divorced?
17.
What happened? Were they just waiting like the second, I mean, you...
Well, okay. So I have younger siblings, so they weren't like waiting for us to move out or anything.
Okay.
My mom didn't sleep, like they didn't sleep in the same bed for years.
Oh.
And so I knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming, yeah. Because your mom was not. You got this girlfriend? It's, thank you. Was that you? Did you woo? Thank you. Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where are they?
Boston.
Oh, what happened? You sound like this guy's parents.
I started grad school here.
You started grad school, so it's long distance now. Okay. How's it going?
It's good.
What do you do? What's your system? Like, do you talk once a day?
We play Baldur's Gate once a week.
You play what? Baldur's Gate 3. Okay. Well, yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good because you know no one else is going to try to fuck him. What is that? I'm a little bit behind the times, I guess.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons video game. It won Game of the Year last year.
Wow. So like Dungeons and Dragons wasn't nerdy enough. I had to take it one step further. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but you don't have to make eye contact with people. So like how you play it together with your boyfriend, and do you get romantic with the characters? You're like your elf's ears are so pointy today.
Romantic with different NPC characters that aren't each other.
This is a new kink I've never heard about before. Okay, so I know NPC, non-playable character. So there's other. So you guys, you're playing. You have your characters, and then there's NPC characters. And what do you mean you make them get romantic?
You can romance other characters. So like.
Please don't use romance as a verb. That's very. That's like if ChatGPT was telling you how to like seduce someone. In order to romance, contact the NPCs. Okay, so you have this other character, and is it an elf? Is that okay? It's an elf. And see, no, figured it out. So you put in a program like make their nipples hard or whatever? What do you mean? Tell me.
Dialogue options. So you have to like talk to them and try to get them to like you.
So you get into NPCs to like you? Oh, and then you're using that to like maybe make your boyfriend jealous? Like, why don't you ever say something nice to NPCs that I was beautiful this morning? What was that? Yeah, really? Same game, okay. I'm gonna try this with my girlfriend tonight. Be like, sweetheart, get ready. She's like, what is this? Oh no, it's really hot, all the kids. So, okay, I feel like you're gonna be comfortable telling me, what if you made an NPC say? You don't pretend that you don't know. Don't pretend that you don't know. Does the machine have any block where it says, don't let them say, come on my face? Like, it's gotta be. Yeah, so here's the part that I'm curious about. Not the hello. So what kind of input have you? There's a lot. Give me one. Wait, what was that? Wait, you just started. Here's what they just said. They said, someone said, who was that over there? It used to be a fucking squid monster. And they talk real nice to you, and his name is Dan, and someone said that over here. Who said that over here? Jesus Christ. You can fuck a bear? Oh, thank you. Thank you for clarifying, not the gay kind. That'd be very strange to be like, you can fuck an octopus or a 50-year-old man. It's a wild game. I do college shows a lot, and they always say, some colleges, they say, don't talk about sex. And I'm like, guys, they're fucking bears and octopuses. It's too late. We're getting close to the end, but I do, sometimes with college shows, does anyone have a question?
Did you plan to come out looking like Where's Waldo?
That's wild coming from someone who looks like I can't even find a clip. You didn't think I had a line prepared for the Where's Waldo joke? I know what I did when I put on this shirt. It's a trap, motherfucker!
I see that. Can I see it? Did he show you guys how big this is? It's a good book? Give me a synopsis. Sell me on it. The way you said that, I'm like, what is it about? It says, a stand-up comedian travels all the way from New York City to Burlington, Vermont, only to have the audience bring a book to his show. At the end of the night, he takes his life in front of the man who brought the book. Can I borrow this when you're done? And I saw a guy, he had two necklaces on. One was Jesus Christ on the cross, and one was Goku from Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, that's not fair. You know, because if you're ever going to compete, Goku's winning every fucking time. You know, he's going to be like, oh, you came back to life once, Jesus? Wow, cool. I would do religion with Dragon Ball. I think that would be cool. But, you know, it would start out nice, and then it would get fractured, you know. Suddenly some weirdo would be like, well, do you believe in Dragon Ball GT? Like, well, that wasn't written by Akira Toriyama. See, I like getting more and more specific with this joke until I get down to only one person, and they're the biggest loser in the room. And then we become best friends. watch Dragon Ball Z? What was that?
Too mainstream.
Too mainstream? Too mainstream. Can you believe that? He's like, I don't want to have any friends who know what I'm into. I don't want to be able to talk about anything at dinner parties. The Way of the Kings. Oh my God, bonus full-page illustration? It's a picture book. Where's the full-page illustration? Okay, it's a map. Can I test you? You're gonna fail? Name 3 countries in the Silver Kingdom's world. What was that?
A left car.
It's actually a left car. Fucking Americans, you know? Okay, I'm looking. There's a left la. Is that what you meant?
Oh, you're talking about the...
Oh, don't. Oh, you're talking about. Yeah. How far are you into this book?
This is the 3rd time I'm reading it.
What do you? Is it just to like get it, or you want to like? Are you like you're reading for the 3rd time because it's so good, or you're like I'm still trying to learn the country's name?
It's incredible, and the 5th book of the series is coming out.
Okay.
November.
Sure. Have you ever read any other books? When you see have you ever seen a Hasidic Jew? And they're just reading the same book every single time? Do you ever look at them and go like, me too? Were you religious? No? Don't laugh. You are religious. I think listen, I haven't read this much in my entire goddamn life. Yeah? You think so? You think maybe this is the one? The Way of the Kings.
There's the lesbian mermaids over there.
Lesbian space ghosts.
Oh God, that's what he was. It's so. I heard backstage all the things he talked about. I'm like discovering it as I go. You guys know how insane it is that you put it on your table? Okay, so let me get this one. Let me see this. A little lighter. This one's a little lighter. No pictures, but a lot less words. Have you read this one? Have you read this one?
I'm working on it.
You're working on this one?
Oh, not that one. No, he's written so much. That's a huge activation energy to get into that series.
Okay. So I'm gonna do something that no one's done for you guys. I'm gonna help you make a friend. And listen, you at the end of the show you can get your book back, but I think it'll be good. It'll be the first time you've ever talked to a woman. What are you?
I'm a police officer.
Oh. Are you a good police officer? Or? You said fine?
I said define good.
Oh, define good? That's a problem, officer! That's the main fucking problem! That should have been the first day of police academy! Solve any crimes recently? You work homicide.
So I repeat the question. Did you solve any crimes? Yeah. What was the big clue? Was there anything like
DNA?
Is that the prize? Is that like? Is your job's kind of like? It's not like Sherlock Holmes anymore. You're like, I deduce, and the scientist is like, it was John. Have you ever solved a case with something that was not DNA?
Guy stabs another guy. There's witnesses.
Guy stabs another guy. There were witnesses. That's the shortest episode of Law & Order SVU of all time. Was there any where you did something that would impress me in the least? Holy shit. Let's see. Kill it. Oh, please, you all just ate steak. Shut the fuck up.
It's just trying to live its life.
Yeah, didn't even pay for a ticket, so that's I'm even more upset about that. This could be a deadly spider. It's not? You know this? What do you do for work?
I'm in environmental sciences.
Okay, maybe you do know. But also, you're clearly a little biased. You should have expressed that when you told me to let the spider live. Don't kill the spider. What are you? I'm the spider queen. I'll let it go for a second. You keep an eye on it, okay? Don't even look at me for the rest of the show. Catch it in a... Oh, okay. That is not the applause break I wanted tonight. I'm gonna start bringing this guy on the road with me. We're gonna do a double team. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm bombing. Drop the spider, drop the spider. You can come with me too. It's not a lot of money, but probably more than an environmental scientist makes.
Up here, one of a Montessori school. Is this a field trip?
It's a teacher's night out!
Okay, who's the most eloquent speaker amongst you?
Sammy!
Sammy?
Sandra!
Sandra. Okay, don't talk to me like I'm one of your students. Like Sandra, what is a Montessori school? Like, what's the definition? Do you know how you get older and you see the people who taught you when you were younger, and you go, who the fuck put them in charge?
If you want to know who's in charge,
Leanne, what is a Montessori school?
it's a little private school that teaches 18 months to 6-year-olds.
What exactly are you teaching them?
Independent.
Man, every time I come to Canada, I feel better about America. Back to my story. Sometimes you hear in the news when people would, watch the news. I can't wait to see the story about how your school's being investigated. All the Montessori schools in Canada are shut down permanently. What the fuck? This mic is not for this stand. I'm sorry, are you telling me how to do my job? This is all I do for a living. And everyone in the audience is like, you gotta slide it in. Oh, really? You're supposed to this? Thank you. Hello? I guess I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I guess.
Take the backup mic.
Hell. Is there another backup mic somewhere behind this mic? You know, when I saw my name spelled without the G outside, I should have had some suspicion. All right, they're going to test. I'm going to talk to you. My father had a heart attack this year, and it required an emergency quintuple bypass. And, Dad, is that you? What do you mean, test? Is this show a test? Will you be proud of me if I do the whole show without a fucking microphone, Dad?
Round of applause, your parents are divorced.
They fucking should be.
Yeah? Tell me. Why should they be divorced?
But have you ever heard your parents call you and one bitch is about the other, and then the other person calls you and then you're bitch about the other one? And you're just sitting there like, you know what y'all need?
Sorry, real quick. I am in Canada right now, right? That's Irish? That's Newfoundland? Newfoundland.
Newfoundland and Newfoundland are two different places.
Okay, well, in my accent, it's pronounced Newfoundland.
If you think I'm bad, you should hear me mutter.
I should hear your mutter. Do you still spell it M-O-T-H-E-R, though?
M-U-D-D-E-R.
Oh, you spell it wrong, too.
But it's either mutter or Burt giver. What do you want?
Okay, back to your parents. Who's at fault? Are they both at fault?
Oh, hell yeah. You're toxic as shit.
Who's more toxic, though? Tell me.
Probably my father.
Your father. I'm just trying to learn more words. That's why I want to talk to you. It's either your father or the sperm getter. What do you do for work?
I'm a CNA.
And,
I'm RN.
Yes?
well, okay. Tough job?
Yes.
Are you also, you're like, I'm a CNN.
Surgeon. I take organs of dead people for transplant.
Okay.
Did like a patient die tonight and you like... You let him die, you got rid of the shit, you took out the lungs, let's go see some comedy.
I cannot do shit without my RN or my opinion. So,
Great.
they're
Because if they do too good a job, the person's alive and then you can't get any of the organs. You guys are the real heroes here. What's hardest to take out?
Pancreas.
The pancreas. I imagine that's true because I couldn't tell you where that is in my body.
I can't fucking find the thing.
That's why you need the nurses. It's there. It's there.
I'm an abdominals bitch mainly. I like liver, kidneys.
I'm sorry. Did you say I'm an abdominals bitch? Is that what it says on your medical degree?
Liver, kidneys. I'm all about it. Don't call me for heart or lungs.
You're like, I'm not a heart whore. I'm an abdominals bitch.
You're Jewish. What level of Judaism?
I would say Reconstructionist.
I thought I knew all of them!
It's sort of like the idea that Judaism is a civilization that's always in flux.
It's the idea that it's a concept that we still get the presents for the bat mitzvah, but, and you still have to get circumcised. We don't know why. It looks better if we're being honest. Do you keep kosher?
Some do.
You have?
Yeah!
What Jew are you?
Kind of sampling different stuff.
And just for the non-Jews, that's also an official title of Judaism. A kind of sampling stuff Jew. I've met you before. I went on a date with a Catholic woman once. A Reconstructionist Catholic. That's when you don't believe in God, but you still little boys. You're musical theater majors? Whoa! You're looking at you in 10 years from now, maybe. This is where it all ends up. All those piano lessons really paid off. What was the last show you did?
Our Dear Dead Drug Lord.
Is that Rodgers and Hammerstein?
Yeah.
That should have gotten a laugh, but they don't fucking understand it. Tell me the story.
It's about these 4 girls who are a bit misguided. They have like a Dear Dead, Dear Dead.
Drug Lord. Yeah, I remember the title. A Dear Dead. Oh, was it a librarian?
A lot of people walked out.
Was it like a board walkout, or did something fucked up happen on stage? Okay, what was it?
It culminates in a wire hanger abortion against somebody's will.
Oh my God! She wasn't lying. Were you in that scene?
I received.
Oh, you received. You wanted to be in like Little Shop of Horrors and Wicked someday, and there you are getting a back alley abortion on stage. Anyone have a fucked up Thanksgiving?
Ish?
What was Ish?
Oh,
Yeah. What happened?
Ish. For me, it was a month ago because it was Canadian Thanksgiving.
So, can you? What's the story behind? Because ours is like obviously an imaginary thing with like the Pilgrims and the Native Americans, and they had a great meal, and they were like, "Let's be friends," and then all the Native Americans disappeared. What's a Canadian Thanksgiving? It's like you do genocide, but then you say you're sorry at the end.
Pretty much. It's yeah, I think it's pretty much like the same thing, just a month earlier. And we acknowledge it a little more than the States do. But that's it.
Sure. That's the only difference. It's like, oh my God. Like, did you guys have like a tragedy on August 11th, 2000? Well, how? Okay, so you're from Canada. Tell me, like, compare to me, like, obviously every country in the world, they have some kind of bullshit myth story for their origin. How does Canada's compare to America in terms of, like, honesty?
I feel like the bigger...
That's a PhD question, by the way. Just, I know, don't be stressed, but...
I feel like the bigger issue is, like, I guess honesty, but also, like, so nice. And then they're like, oh yeah, we are nice. And then get away with a ton of awful shit.
Sure. As opposed to us, we're like, fuck you, we don't give a shit if we're nice or not. We're the greatest country in the world.
No more blackface to my school.
What was that?
Trudeau wore blackface to my school.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Never mind. I hear blackface. I'm like, let's go. Here, we need to hear the rest. Wait, Trudeau wore blackface to your school?
Yeah.
What?
Teacher at my school, and he wore blackface to a gala there, and the school liked it, and the teachers who are like in the picture with him are now the headmasters of the school.
Yeah. I wear it all the time.
That's funny now until he starts wiping off his makeup and says, "It's me, Justin." All right, good to know Canada's just as fucked as we are. I think about it all the time. Because I think that's a problem. We all, at least we were taught this like very fake version of history, and then not all of us got the necessary updates along the way. So that's why we're all having different conversations with like different people because they had different history. Like that's like if you're talking to friends about like having sex, and one was like, wait, what about the stork? And you're like, wait, no one. That's what it feels like when you talk about history to some people. I mean, because in my school they taught us in kindergarten. They taught us the whole story about John Smith and Pocahontas, and they fell in love, and they got away with that because we didn't have any Native Americans there to be like, I heard a different version of that fairy tale. It's. I mean, and you can tell what they prioritize because they don't teach cute versions of every part of history. They never made a Disney musical movie, a cute version of the Holocaust. Do you know why? Because Walt Disney didn't believe it happened. Good. New joke. I feel good about it. What's your drug of choice? Yeah, me too. I didn't say I had it on me right now. Look, we got the cop here right in the second row. What do you mean you like weed? It's illegal here. How would you know what it even feels like? It's medically legal. But like, do you all have like a card? Like, how hard is it to get a card? You do? You have a card?
Yeah, you go to the marijuana doctor.
Okay, let me see this. You live in a city called Plantation? That's gotta, I don't want to be all woke on you guys, but that has got to change immediately. You're trying?
Welcome to Florida.
Okay, what are you trying to change it to?
It's on the ballot.
You're like,
It's on the ballot every year.
They
change it to white should feel bad, Florida.
We're in Florida.
Yeah, you're right. The ocean will take Plantation before the people do. How old's your kid?
16, 18, and 22.
Is this your kid too?
I'm his girlfriend.
Ah, I didn't know my dad was here tonight. Very exciting. Sir, how old are you? 49? I don't think so. And how'd you two meet?
I worked at a private fine dining and cigar lounge.
What made this guy stand out?
I had gone on a date, and the gentleman vomited on himself in front of me in the middle of dinner, and then he came back and like after 30 minutes and was like drenched, soaking wet, and didn't like say anything about it. And he asked me out, and I'm like, well, nothing could be worse than that.
See, guys, sometimes you just gotta wait it out, and eventually she'll meet a man so wretched that you'll seem okay in comparison.
Anyone with divorced parents, they tell you in a fucked up way? Yeah? How did they tell you?
My mom packed bags of peanut butter in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it seems pretty stereotypical, to be honest. Middle of the night, like, woke you up?
I just woke up not in my house.
Oh. It doesn't sound that bad. You slept through it. You're like, oh my god, my parents' marriage was a nightmare.
Anyone here come from a blended family? Woo! How's your family? You know that term blended? It's like polite for fucked up. How's your family blended?
Oh, I thought you meant like mixed race.
I don't mean fucked up at all. Please, no. That's not what I meant. That's a beautiful family. That's a wonderful. That's blended like a delicious smoothie.
Is there anything wrong with your family?
pretty great. My siblings are fucked up.
Oh, are they here, or can you talk freely?
They don't leave the house.
They don't leave the house. Okay. I knew it. There was something.
They're shut-ins.
Are you helping? You like leading some snacks out the door?
I use the tough love approach. You know, you're losers. You know, girls.
Oh, he comes from the great family. This goes back to my thesis: no families are great. Where was the dog? I want to see the dog. Over there? And what does he help you with?
He's a mobility needs service dog, and he warns me about seizures and fainting.
Oh my God, that's
So
amazing.
if you hear barking, I'm probably having a excitable seizure.
So you live here?
Far up north, near the border. Danville?
Danville.
Never hear of it.
It's 40 people. Did you have to report when you left so they didn't freak out? Have you been to New York? You went from New York to fucking Danville? That is a real... What were you doing when you were in the city?
Busking with friends from time to time in trains. I did really bad beatboxing while they rocked.
Did you ever have a seizure in the middle of it and they were like, wow, that's incredible. Oh my God, that's just... He's going faster than ever before. Drivers are like, keep it going, keep it going. Ooh, the dog's barking too. That's a fun little beat.
What do you mean? She was your boss at work?
Okay. I guess it's okay when the woman does it, huh? What kind of job?
I work in a lab.
You know,
Biotech.
did it happen in the lab? It did? It happened in the lab? Oh my God. Why the fuck are you applauding? This is the shit that caused COVID in the first place. What were you studying at the time?
Just like DNA, we do, it's like a...
DNA, and you're like, I gotta stand here for you. Scrape that DNA off my back. What about the DNA?
It's like a service.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Like 23andMe, you're just like checking it out?
Very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah.
A bunch of people are gonna get test results saying they're related to you. They're like, well, you fathered 300 children. You still work there?
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know. Not after I post this clip online. Any of you have sports fans? You? More people, more than one person wooed. You.
This is part of it. Right here, this is my mom.
I'm sure she loves being described that way. I'd like to introduce you to my trauma. Do you remember what the arrangement was? Do you remember like the breakdown?
Every other weekend and every Tuesday until 7:30, but she was to be brought home, had to be fed, bathed, and blown dry. She couldn't come home with wet hair.
Now, here's the thing. I know that list sounds intense. That only means that one day he dropped her off and she was starving. She had hair all over the fucking place and she took a shit on the front porch or something like that. And you said, look, that's the thing with single men. You got to be like, oh, when you keep her, you have to feed her food. What do you do now?
It's like a kids Christian TV show that we sell in like Catholic schools.
Are you a Catholic?
I am.
Is it like Dora the Explorer found Christ? Swiper, no swiping that unborn fetus.
It's about a guy who owns like a music studio, and he doesn't understand the gospel for the week. Like he doesn't know it at the beginning, and then at the end, like, whoa, he knows it.
Do you feel like it effectively indoctrinates children?
Effectively?
Passively, I don't know. Like, I don't really believe in God anymore, but I love that TV show. Every episode, I'm like, will he learn the gospel by the end? Where can I find? Is it on YouTube, or do I have to like go to Catholic school?
Yeah, if you're like a Catholic third grader, man, you crush it. Yeah.
I think the only way that I'll ever be inside a Catholic third grader is if I become a priest. I think what's depressing is we know for a fact that's the first time he laughed tonight. What's your name, Lucifer? Billy. That's. People comment on your voice often? Don't try to go high pitched on me all the time. Do you do voiceover?
No, I don't do voiceovers. I'm with the Army. I work for the Army Corps of Engineers.
What do you do with the Army?
It's like a lot of like salmon reparation. So all the salmon that get stuck at the bottom of the dams, we catch them in a truck, and we put them in water, we drive them over the dam, and we back the truck up and put it back in the water.
Pretty amazing that in America we gave reparations to salmon before black people. No, we'll get to you in a second. We got a lot of fish in the sea.
Well, tell me, what sucks about Tampa?
Yeah, it's overcrowded.
Oh, wow. Who knew you wouldn't be pro-immigration here? I'm sorry. Forgive me. That's a very exciting announcement. Half these people just said, get the fuck out of Tampa. And then the moment you made it personal, we're like, yay! Another one! You fucking liars! Where were you before? Okay, who was the guy that earlier, when it said Tampa, someone said, get the fuck out? What's your name? Mike. Tell me one of the questions, and we want to see if Mike's gonna get it.
Your U.S. representative for where you live, specifically.
You're already down one. If you lose 3 more, you have to go to Russia.